I sold the Rodecaster Duo, the audio interface I used for years, I defended, I recommended dozens of times. I sold it and I replaced it with something that technically is not even an audio interface. This is the Elgato Stream Deck Plus XL, and it has become the control center of my entire setup. Not just audio, everything. And in this video I'm going to tell you why, for a solo creator like me or you, this choice makes sense. A lot of sense. Hey, it's me, Luca, and if you're not new to the channel, you know I am an Elgato partner, and this video is sponsored by Elgato, just for full transparency. The Rodecaster Duo was my production companion for years, a solid interface. I love it, with fantastic sound, built-in effects, very nice build quality. If you go back through my old videos, most of them were recorded with it. So I like a lot, like everything you hear in English, because this was and still is a great product. But there is another story. Running like in parallel since 2018 I've been using Stream Deck. First the classic 15 keys, the old one, then the Plus, then the Mark II, then the scissors keys. The Stream Deck or Stream Decks have always been on my desk. The problem? It never had enough keys or control dials to truly replace a dedicated device like the Rodecaster Duo or Pro 2. It was a complement, let's say, and not really a replacement. But not anymore. In fact, for the way I work now, I much prefer the Stream Deck Plus XL only compared to the Rodecaster Plus Stream Deck solution I was using. And I'll explain you why with 4 concrete reasons. The first, I think, is the footprint. In 2020, I had my custom-built desktop PC with every USB port taken and a full Thunderbolt hub taken completely. Cables everywhere. Today I want much less. Maybe I'm getting older, but I generally need a minimal setup to produce with the same quality you see now and stay also organized. The Rodecaster Duo takes up desk space as its own dedicated power supply, cluttering the back of the desk, and when you're trying to simplify, even removing one power brick from the power strip is a win. The second reason is the lack of sub-mixes. This is the biggest technical reason. For work, I often talk with clients and companies here in Scotland, and I need to control sometimes the volume of individual applications separately. What goes to my headphones is different from what the client needs to hear. And for example, if you're doing like a live stream, it's the same. You want something in your headphones and something maybe different with different volumes in like what the audience hear. The Rodecaster can control what you hear in the headphones, but it doesn't have a practical way to manage app submixes, especially on Mac. For anyone doing live sessions, coaching or presentations, not having that kind of control with a physical button could be a real problem. For me, at least, it's a problem. Third point is that I stopped using the physical controls on this one. This is the things that made me reflect the most. The Rodecaster has 4 faders, smart pods, knobs, and I touched the microphone fader and the record button only. That's it. I was already doing better by connecting the Rodecaster to my Mac and controlling everything with the Stream Deck and the dock. But again, there is like a lot of friction. I was basically using a broadcast mixer worth hundreds of dollars as a simple audio interface with like built-in effects. The SmartPads, for me, an extra used probably 20 times in 3 years. And lastly, the fourth reason, the key point, let's say, is rigidity. The Rodecaster's faders, smart pods, dials, they're not customizable at the end. The interface is what it is, and that's what you get. And you can't really decide what each button does. You can't change the layout. I mean, you can move the faders, but just that's it. And you can't really adapt everything to a specific workflow. Let's say if you want to control like an app and like a group of app, I cannot do it. At the end, for me, it was really hard to adapt this device to my specific needs. With the Stream Deck Plus XL, which is bigger, wider, is different. Every key, every dial, every function, you can customize it. You can build exactly the device you need, and that, for me, made all the difference. But let's talk about the product, because I think you are here to hear about the Stream Deck Plus and not about my blabbling about like what I'm selling, what I'm keeping. Let's talk about it. The Stream Deck Plus XL is the biggest Stream Deck Elgato has ever made. It has like 36, yeah, not 32, 36 LCD keys, 6 multifunction dials, a touch strip with display, but the numbers don't do it justice in my opinion. You really need to just have it in hands. The build is serious, it's solid, it's quite big honestly, almost two of these, two Stream Deck Plus. It has a weight you feel immediately when you set this up on the desk. The LED panels behind each button are very crisp, very bright. You see exactly what you're about to press. You don't have to remember it, like the smart pads. Not my favorite feature of the Rodecaster. The dials have a nice, like pleasant, like resistance, let's say, like a feel, which I like it. Maybe is not like the best device for super small desks, but if you, like me, have like at least 140 centimeters in length, is perfect, even better if you have larger desks, of course. But the beauty at the end is not just the hardware alone, it's what you can do with it. On the audio side, you see, I basically recreated a better Rodecaster 2 for me, a solution with just a profile. And if you just plug a Wave XLR Mark II or the newly released Wave XLR Pro, you can connect up to 2 microphones and headphones and get all the Wave FX audio processing that Elgato has just launched in collab with Luit, which are amazing. And what you are hearing right now, I mean, like, I've not used any post-production effects in my audio right now. And I was recording this audio for another video, and I couldn't like find a word to describe how good the audio is without any other effects applied in post. It's just amazing. The important thing you have to know is that the Stream Deck is the actual interface that communicates with the software Wavelink 3.0, like in a physical way. You can create your own audio control pages, one dial for mic volume, another for the music, a button to mute like Discord, another to switch mixes, exactly like the Rodecaster Duo but on steroids. But it's not the only thing that it does, of course. If you have seen my video on Wavelink 3.0, you already know how the software works. It's free, works with any microphone, and now with the Stream Deck Plus XL you have the best physical control that was missing just with software and like a mouse. The submixes I didn't have with Rødecasters are here with keys that show me what I'm controlling. Like you can see even the volumes. So okay, there is more. Again, more. Of course, you may know the device, the Stream Deck, what it does, but the thing here is just getting crazier with like so many buttons. You don't have like to switch pages. A lot of people are using like 2 Stream Decks, so they use like the Stream Deck Plus a Stream Deck XL, and this one just basically merges, let's say, the two, and is much easier to control because you don't have like to just cross point like pages switch to one and another device. You can of course assign a specific profile you create on the Stream Deck to a specific app. When you open Photoshop, the Stream Deck switches layout and shows you photography post-production controls, shortcuts. Same goes with Final Cut or DaVinci or Lightroom or Premiere, just name it. The dials become sliders for exposure, contrast, color, temperature. The keys become presets, cropped, export. You can do a lot of like crazy stuff with it. You have a lot of like plugins, and the thing, you have everything labeled. which is nice. You can see what you are pressing, not like the smart pads. I've also set up a profile for Notion. There is like a lot of creators online on YouTube, very nice videos I saw about like customization with Notion. I don't remember the name, but I just add a link in the description so you can reach up to him. It's really amazing, like creator that is doing like a lot of like customization for the Stream Deck and icons. And all of this anyway is possible thanks to the Elgato's plugin marketplace. There you can find hundreds of integrations built by the community and developers like Lightroom, Philips Hue, Automation, Govi, Spotify, OBS, Zoom, Slack, Premiere, and many more. You install them with one click, just download from the store and they are already there. It's like having different devices in one. And the Rodecaster does one thing, it's brilliant, but I needed something that does everything, and there is so much to talk about it. Yeah, let me know if you're interested. And anyway, for a sole creator like me, who needs to control audio, video editing, photography, organization, and live sessions from a single point, the Stream Deck Plus XL is a really nice product I love, and I would like to see a white version, Elgato. Hopefully, in the future. I love white products. But anyway, it's less bulky than the Rodecaster at the end, and every key shows me exactly what I'm about to do. Minimal setup, one control center, just nice. I like it. I'll leave everything linked in the description below. If you have any question on my setup, on this audio, this audio is just Wave XLR Mark II. No, there is no post-production at the end, so just normalize the audio level. Anyway, if this video was useful to you and you want to support your favorite Italian creator, a like helps me a lot. That's all, folks. See you soon.